Are you happy now being Bangalore as compared to when you were in US struggling?
Entry level roles mein hi they are asking for 3-4 years of experience. Over there that time the market was also very, in a very tough difficult phase, like lots of layoffs, hiring freezes. Sometimes I get a couple of phone screening calls or uske baad like they just ghost me. Everything is going into AI, like AI is the future. I feel it's taking away a lot of jobs at the same time. I know a friend of mine who has not been paid for like 3-4 months. He's been working very hard, like he's a very hard worker from what I know, and still the manager's being very stingy about giving him salary on time and everything. So that's kind of painful to hear.
So hello everyone, today we are in Bangalore again with one and only Gautam. So he studied in UNC Charlotte and now he has come back to Bangalore, and we will get to know what happens when you bring a US degree back in Bangalore, why he did the switch, and what are the number of calls he is getting in the software industry in Bangalore. So hi Gautam, can you please introduce yourself?
Hi Harnoor, nice to meet you. It was a pleasure to meet you in this busy city. So yes, myself Gautam, I finished my masters in UNC Charlotte, came back to Bangalore. It's almost been a month. Actually, it's been more than a month since I've come back to Bangalore. Bangalore में मेरा mummy papa है, भाई भी है, and it's so. Initially, I was a little disappointed कि ठीक है, like USA वापस India आ गया, like थोड़ा discouraged. I was feeling a bit discouraged. I was feeling like ठीक है, I didn't achieve anything. पर मैंने फिर बाद में I realized like I got in a master's degree. I have an advanced degree. And also here India, especially in Bangalore, there are a lot of things happening, or cybersecurity especially, like that's my field of study. Over there, there's a huge growth happening, and over here, like you have so many opportunities coming in. Like I'm getting a lot of calls over here, and might as well get the experience over here, grab it while I can.
Yeah, absolutely. Cybersecurity is considered to be one of the most secure job, and I was surprised कि आपको cybersecurity में in US you didn't get enough calls, and I was amazed. Can you share how was your experience after that cybersecurity degree? Were you getting enough job opportunities? And what was the main reason to come back? Gautam shares a lot of insights about opportunity in India and USA. And if you're still planning to study abroad, I'll always recommend FlyWithSync powered by AdmitCard. We had 70 plus admits just through FlyWithSync itself. And I can proudly say you can find all the templates as always on flywithsync.com. Letters of recommendation. All the free resources are right there for undergrad and master students. Plus, if you're considering a callback, which you will definitely get through the phone number provided, you can guarantee the best help because the agency is AIRC credited. Go check out FlyWithSync right now and get started with the shortlisting and the admission process. Were you getting enough job opportunities? And what was the main reason to come back?
So yes, I was getting a few interview calls. Like I was getting internships. Like मैंने 3 internship किया वहाँ पे. Like I did one in summer 2022 because I was a fall 21 intake that time. So I got a summer 2022 opportunity. I worked there. I got one during summer 2023 also, and also during the fall of 2023. So those internships, like I was able to get it through my own merit without any referral or anything. Like LinkedIn में ही apply किया और LinkedIn से ही like I got the call. Like LinkedIn से ही I got a reply. Apart from that, like coming to the full-time parts, like I did get a few calls from a few companies, like which were mostly focused on security. Like it was going really well, like interview-wise, but क्योंकि like कुछ areas है जिनको like they were looking at people who are more experienced. क्योंकि so some of the reasons was because like I was a fresher like when I graduated from my graduate school. So मेरे पास experience भी नहीं था, and I had like only fully internship experience only. And looking at cybersecurity, like cybersecurity is a really good space to be in, but looking at the opportunities in US थोड़ा कम ही है, like if you look at it, क्योंकि entry level roles में ही they are asking for 3-4 years of experience. वो कैसे दिखा सकते हैं, वो एक main concern है वहाँ पे.
Because that's the biggest reason, like competition is not just in the US market. Indians के बीच में ही competition आता है because a lot of Indians plan ahead and come with 4-5 years of experience. उनसे compete करना बहुत मुश्किल होता है. So that's the reason. And at the same time, you had the opportunity. आपने फिर भी without any experience in the toughest market, 2023 and 2024, and this year you came back and you cracked it. And so what went wrong that क्यों they stopped paying you, or why they had to stop your OPT clock? Did they fire you or did they lay you off? What happened with that company?
So the three companies where I worked in or where I interned at, all three of them were like small companies or to an extent startups. So the first company I worked in, like it was a fairly new company. So it started in July 2021. Or I was one of the three first hires 2022 में, like in May, like July में, like sorry May में, like May ही summer होता है, like वहाँ पे. So May 2022 I was one of the first three cohorts of the interns to join that company. So it was initially 2 people, और हम 3 के बाद 5 हो गए, like 2 full time, like the CEO और हम 3 interns थे. Like there it was a really good experience. बहुत कुछ सीख लिया मैंने वहाँ पे. Like over there I was basically, they were building an AI cybersecurity analyst. So basically, like what that analyst does is, like it will, like say for example an incident has happened maybe in an application or a device, it should be able to predict how risky is that thing, like whether it's a low risk, medium risk or a high risk. Like agar it's something which could potentially affect you in the future, maybe it's a high risk. And if it's a medium risk, maybe it's affecting you now, but it can be prevented for sure. And low risk, it's something not really like disturbing or anything. So it should be able to predict that. So I was training that particular product. I was able to see whether it's making the correct predictions or not. At the same time, I was building threat models. Cybersecurity, if you're in terms of like the blue team side. So cybersecurity, if you look at like 2 sides of cybersecurity, एक side blue team होता है, which is defensive side, और दूसरा होता है red team,
attacking side,
offensive side, yeah, attacking. So I was more interested in blue team, or this company also focused on the blue team side, which was basically like protecting against cyber attacks. So that was their main focus, and they were using an AI analyst for that, so which was really cool that time. Like over there, so at the end of the internship, like they didn't have enough funds because startup tha, it was a fairly new company, so they didn't have enough funds, and which was why they couldn't give us the opportunity to like extend our internship or like convert it to a full time. So I can understand it, like they were fairly new, they had like tight funds, and it was a very difficult decision. Like they were also saying it was a difficult decision for them to not extend our contract or convert our contract to a full time. So it was a very difficult experience, but nevertheless, like looking at the company now, it's doing really well. I'm really happy for them. And even now, Abibi, like even when I'm here, like my CEO keeps messaging me on LinkedIn, like he's asking me, how are you doing? How is the job search? Like he wants to help me whatsoever. So I'm really grateful for those 2 guys over there, and I'm glad they're doing well.
That is so amazing, yeah, because I think people really value connections over there. For example, in San Francisco, when I went to so many conferences, you have CEOs very approachable.
Yeah.
Yahan pe bhi, like there's an app called Numa, which is in Bangalore too, by the way. So I see a lot of events, but attendees are not there. You also mentioned, if you can expand that story, like aapne bhi events dekhe on meetup.com, Numa in Bangalore. What is the difference you see here and over there when you try to network?
So Bangalore mein abhi I've not been to any meetup yet. Like abhi I've just come back, 1 month ho gaya. Like I'm trying to like maybe start going to some. Like if you look at maybe Bangalore, you'll actually have a lot of opportunities, because Bangalore, the hot areas, you have Indiranagar, you have MG Road, even this side like Whitefield, Marthali side, like you have so many IT companies coming up. So you'll definitely have some meetup spaces where you can have meetups, you can have happy hours. Like that's the best places to like go and network, and like that's how you build contacts that way. And I can share you, like I had a similar experience. So so graduate hone ke baad, like I was in New York for a few months, like New Jersey side. So over there, like there were so many events happening in tech in New York City. Like ऐसे ही, like I just took a bus to Port Authority bus terminal, और वहाँ से like I had subway. बहुत convenient था. Like you had meetups almost in every block of the city. यहाँ पर भी like so far in cybersecurity side, I've not seen that many meetups, but I'm hoping like maybe in the future we would see more, like because you have a lot of growth over here. Like I'm pretty sure you'll find a lot.
Yeah, but the problem is like attendees, they RSVP but are not able to make it due to traffic.
Yeah.
The conversion rate, even after they see the event, even after they register, even after they RSVP, it goes down the line.
Yeah.
तो वो बहुत कम है. Like I think that's what I feel sad for. For example, आप किसी event में जाओ, like 100 attendees are shown, and you go there, it's only 10.
I know.
So that's the biggest shocking because of traffic. So now let's talk about what are the differences you feel with an American degree in India coming back. What are the percentage of calls you receive as compared to you were receiving in the US and now?
Yeah, so coming to the when I was applying to jobs in the US, like over there that time the market was also very in a very tough, difficult phase, like lots of layoffs, hiring freezes, and the hiring was also very slow. Like I'm pretty sure you also know it. Like it's been very slow, it's been very rough. Like over there, like barely अगर दो महीने में देखोगे तो barely I got one call, like just 1 or 2 phone screenings overall, and that has like moved on like to a first round and interview and all, like just basically moving ahead with the interview process. So sometimes I get a couple of phone screening calls और उसके बाद like they just ghost me. Like I don't hear. I try to follow up using mail or try to call them, but no response. So,
US में है, like the ghosting is very common,
I know.
whether it's dating or whether it's applying for jobs.
yeah, सही है. So like coming to India, like looking at my first month over here back in India, I was getting a lot of calls like in the first few weeks itself. Like that is the difference I'm feeling over here. Like यहाँ आके like ठीक 2-3 दिन job application submit करने के बाद I'm getting calls.
The speed of which India is hiring software people is tremendous. Like
Yeah.
I also remember that I talked to someone at Visa. They also told me that they get poaching emails every single week.
Yeah.
And I used to get only in 2022. Now I don't, because 2022 when there was a peak.
I know,
And
yeah.
after that peak, I have never been poached as much as at 2022. But यहाँ पे, even in 2023, even in 2024, many companies try to poach big tech company engineers
Yes.
because they want the top engineers pool. Python team को देख लो. Python team of Google was let go in the US, and उन्होंने नई Python team को India से hire किया.
Oh wow.
So now the Python team for Google is all managed by India. There are many teams. Walmart, there is Oracle.
Yeah.
I know so many engineers, not just hundreds, thousands of engineers. They go and they are hired in India for cost cutting, and it's continuously happening.
That's right.
So that's why the opportunities in software are tremendous here. You also felt the same.
I did, yeah. Like
Even cybersecurity, right?
especially in cybersecurity, like everywhere I go, like people are telling me, "Wow, you're in a good place. This is this is like a really good space to be in. This is going to be the future, along with AI and ML. Like cybersecurity is also going to be a future." Like they were praising so much about cybersecurity. Like it's like they want to like hire security professionals to. Because like everything is going digital, like obviously you need to find ways to protect against cyber attacks. So obviously, like many of the IT companies, they want to implement some security in their organization to like protect against sensitive information and other data.
So do you feel the fast pace of this software and AI industry in Bangalore? Because what I have seen is, especially in AI, people complain Bangalore is slower. क्योंकि जैसे कि self-driving cars को देख लो,
हाँ.
like even though Bangalore might not be the perfect city for self-driving cars, but even for testing it is far, because India a little bit socialist there. So like auto drivers, Uber drivers, Ola drivers, they can protest कि self-driving cars देख के कि हमारी job खतरे में है.
हाँ.
So because of that, implementation is much slower.
Yes.
Do you feel the speed of this industry growing, or you feel that hindrance?
So looking at like the strikes and everything, which is possibly affecting the growth of self-driving cars over here, it's because like if you look at the auto drivers, Uber drivers, Ola drivers over here, like they don't come from like well-developed families, or they could be the only ones who's trying to like earn their bread for their family. Like, see, for them it's like a full-time job. They're working almost the entire day, like day and night. They're just working. They're taking people to places. So for them, it's like they're doing their best they can to earn their money and support their family. So I think once AI comes, once the self-driving cars comes, like it could potentially take away these jobs. Like even if you look at maybe Ola and Uber, you would have this option of hiring a self-driving taxi. So that way, like it would take away so many jobs. Like over here, population भी बहुत ज़्यादा है, तो ये भी हो सकता है कि अगर the self-driving cars come into like Bangalore especially has also pretty big population. तो
Fear is there.
बहुत fear होता है यहाँ पे, like so many jobs will go like maybe if it would be more of an exaggeration, maybe lakhs of jobs would go that way. Like maybe that's why there are strikes, there are bunds everywhere which happen over here.
What about the percentage of replies? They say US may you apply for 100 companies,
Yes.
get less than 10 replies.
Yes.
What's the percentage here?
So agar like US में you send like maybe 10 to 15 applications in a day, it's like the replies you get over there, like it's very few, like very minimal. Sometimes they ghost you, or you get an auto-generated rejection email, and very occasionally you would get that one step ahead, which is a phone screening call, or it could directly be a first round interview as well. Like for me, I had also when I was applying for summer internships, like that time I had an opportunity to directly have a video interview rather than having a phone screen interview. So those kind of opportunities I had during the summer internship hunt that as well. So those opportunities are looked very thin, like in late 22, even like the whole of 2023 and 24 also while I was there. So coming over here, like here also I was pretty much doing the same thing. Like I was applying to like 10 to 15 applications on LinkedIn, Glassdoor. There's also the specific specific website which I would like to share to like the
Monster.com?
Not Monster.com, especially to cybersecurity enthusiasts. It's called infosecjobs.com or isecjobs.com. Like you have curated cybersecurity jobs, like you have only cybersecurity jobs and nothing else. Like
क्या बात
it's like you have everything around the world. Like अगर Bangalore में भी देखना है तो Bangalore का jobs हैं, US का भी jobs हैं, तो it's like you have jobs from all around the world in that particular website. Or it's very convenient. Like अगर आप entry level filter करोगे तो entry level का ही roles दिखेंगे. Like it's not like कभी LinkedIn में थोड़े से errors आता है. Like sometimes if you filter for an entry level position, you may get a senior security engineer or a senior security analyst wala roles. So that type of that type of problem is not there in this particular website.
So here I would say, is it safe to say कि आपने जितने भी apply किए, for all the jobs you applied, you got 90% callback or reply?
So I wouldn't say 90%. 90% थोड़ा ज़्यादा है. Like I know it's only been a month, क्योंकि like obviously here, like अगर देखा जाए over here, like usually if you look at the bigger companies, their hiring process takes a little longer. It could like take weeks, or it could even take up a month. So it's not like अगर Tuesday में apply करोगे तो ठीक Tuesday शाम को या Wednesday को reply like callback आएगा. तो sometimes like for example in the first week I had applied to a few jobs. तो first week वाले job से like कुछ नहीं आया था. Then second week से like the second week when I was applying to jobs, then from the third week onwards I started getting callbacks, like phone screenings and everything, like even like coding assignments and like maybe some kind of like assessment. So in cybersecurity we have some kind of like from the assessments I got, like we had like maybe you have a scenario and you have to like give an outcome of what you should do to like maybe say for example data like passwords have been leaked. What should you do to like mitigate that or prevent it from happening? So those kind of like handwritten assignments are there. And we also have something called secure code review, where आपको PHP का code आएगा और उसमें से you will have to analyze and see what are the weak points of the code. Say for example, maybe there could be some parameters which is missing, which could potentially leak data, because if you're using PHP to like encrypt data like usernames or passwords and storing it in a database, so obviously you have to encrypt them and store it, right? So even one small mistake you make, तो पूरा data ही leak हो जाएगा, like plain text में आ जाएगा, safe हो जाएगा और पूरा leak ही हो जाएगा. तो that way these are kind of like the tests I got so far in cybersecurity so far. I also had a few software engineering, like not ML engineering, Python developers. So I had a few Python coding tests, and also there was something related to Java also. So I had a Java coding assignment. So that way like the responses were also pretty quick. and like I had an opportunity to grow, like even though like they didn't come back to me yet, like so it was like a growing opportunity. Like you get to learn something, like so that suppose you don't get it, you make sure that you don't make that mistake again in the future.
So आपके पास you have 10 opportunities to fail. US में वो भी नहीं मिलते. You
हाँ.
don't even get that. So I can say that in cybersecurity, you're basically serving as Indian Army for software companies.
Yes.
Right? You're
So,
defending.
agar basically cybersecurity, if you look at cybersecurity in US, over there, like apart from the experiences, the main problem is kuch companies mein they want you to be a US citizen. So US citizen, or more than a US citizen, they want you to have a government security clearance.
Yeah.
So most of the companies, even especially if you look at banking companies or like these agency like FBI and all those things, like basically the government companies, they want you to be a citizen and they want you to have some kind of security clearance. तो उसमें ही बहुत सारे opportunities चला जाता है. Like it just narrows down like very few. तो उसमें से like it's very tough to get a job over there. So
and currently, I have seen, you will not believe that many companies, for example, I worked at NCR, they have
Yes.
stopped sponsoring. Many companies have stopped sponsoring in the last 4 years.
I know.
And abhi jo companies, without taking any names, lot of companies, after the boom of ChatGPT, they expect you to do anything they want.
Yeah.
Whether you want to do, let's say, Windows.NET programming, Java, Spring Boot, MERN Stack, Android, iOS, cybersecurity, they'll make you do anything because they want you to be ever ready
Yeah.
to hop and, pivot to any skill they want. You agree?
100%. Like I mean, in a way, like everything is going into AI. Like AI is the future. If you look at it that way, like I don't know, like I feel it's taking away a lot of jobs at the same time. Like say for example, like there could be like people who are into like hardware engineering or like basically electrical engineering. Those people lose out the opportunity like when they enter the workforce. So that way I feel like AI is taking a lot of jobs. At the same time, it could create maybe more jobs specifically in AI. Like there could be, I don't know how to put it, but I don't know if it could be true or not. Like it could be maybe it would create like maybe new jobs, maybe something very unique, maybe something we have not seen before. So maybe that's what I'm trying to see when.
Now, what are the struggles you felt after coming and moving to Bangalore from US? So one, you mentioned कि यहाँ पे कुछ companies hire कर लेती हैं, manager put pressure on you back to back, but they're not paid for months after joining. Is that true?
Yes, like especially in a few startups, like I know some people who have worked in startups, और उनके manager they're very, what do you say, very bossy. They're kind of mean is a kind of a strong word, but they're not nice. They expect everything to happen and all those things. But जब time आता है salary देने के लिए, that's when they try to like back out and they just go for months. Like I know a friend of mine who has not been paid for like 3-4 months, and he's been working he's been working very hard. Like he's a very hard worker from what I know. Like he has always committed to everything, whatever his team has given, whatever his manager has given him, he has committed and he performed. And still, like he's not, the manager's being very, very stingy about giving him salary on time and everything. So that's kind of painful to hear. I myself feel very bad about it.
Yeah, and the challenges are insane. Like, one side you see people who are in 4 years of experience paying 80 lakhs to 1 crore, staff engineers in top companies. But on the other hand, कुछ लोग consulting companies में 3-4 lakh के package से ऊपर जाते ही नहीं है. They're still stuck there. So, what other challenges you see like that?
So, I would say the one challenge I would see is like consulting companies. You start with 3 to 4 LPA, na. So it could also be the case where you would be the one who's starting to you could be the primary source of income for your family, because maybe आपके मम्मी पापा, like they're getting old, they're very close to retirement. So you that responsibility comes to you where you have to like take care of them. You should have the ability to support them. So that 3 to 4 lakhs, if you work for like multiple years and there's no growth, you see no growth, no increase in salary, so it becomes difficult. और यहाँ पे tax भी बहुत ज़्यादा होता है, तो it's very difficult to survive with that type of salary. That's
Especially this year's tax bill or जो जो planning हुई थी.
हाँ.
The new employment bill, what is it called? Financial planning. I forgot what it's called.
maybe
New finance bill.
I don't remember. Yeah, something like
something
that.
like that. New finance rules. Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah.
And last question would be that: are you happy now, being Bangalore, as compared to when you were in US, struggling in the crazy job search stress?
So to start that off with, like initially when I came back from US to India, like I was feeling a bit disappointed. Like, you know, like some people, if you don't get some people would have that feel. It's natural to have that feeling where you don't get a job in the US, you're forced to come back to your home country, and like it's like you're losing out on a very big opportunity. You feel discouraged. So पहले first few days or maybe a couple of weeks, मैं थोड़ा disappointed था. Like I didn't feel like going out and talking to people. But then after a while, I started going out. I started like मेरा छोटा भाई है, he loves going out to taking walks. तो उसने बोला कि come, you also come, take some fresh air, just clears your mind off. So I just went out, and he's a big time extrovert, my brother. So he says hi to each and every person in the neighborhood, and over there, like they know me as well. Like, so I also greet them, like out of respect. I also greet them, and they're like, yeah, I know, I understand you're going through a very tough phase. The market is also like that, but if you need any help, please let me know. Like I would be happy to help you. So that's when I started be feeling confident that like even here also there are people who are willing to help you, like no matter what the situation is. So it started then once I even started applying on LinkedIn and Infosec jobs, like I shared earlier. I started feeling a bit confident when I started like getting responses after a few weeks. So यहाँ पे like it motivates you, plus also family support भी है. Like यहाँ पर भी like I have my parents and my brother who support me, और मेरे दादी और नानी भी है, like they also support me. Like they want me to do well, so they do understand, like yeah, you have come back to India, but they said just don't take this as a step back. Like India is growing, especially Bangalore. You have a lot of IT companies which is booming over here, and I don't see this as any sign of discouragement. It's a sign of like finding a better way, a better path. So for me, like as looking at me, like, since I was a fresher, I did my masters right after my bachelor's. For me, I take this as a opportunity to get some experience whatsoever. Like over here, like even my family members were telling me like India is focusing on the tomorrow and basically the future. So here you'll also have the opportunity to learn more. So I would definitely want to grab this opportunity and see where that takes me. So overall, I am actually feeling a lot happier now. I'm actually feeling better. But yeah, initially I was a bit disappointed, but now I'm happy, and I understood that it's part of life, and there's no sense of like giving up. Like I'm pretty sure there are better times ahead, and there could be a better opportunity which could come to me or to anybody who's facing the same issue. So there's no sign of discouragement or disappointment over here.
I admire the guts to take the decision, yaar. And obviously, yaar, any change our body resists. Chahe, for example, a popular thing is like जब हम US जाते हैं, वो change, we feel scared, nervous. Coming back, it's the same feeling. Even आपको पता है एक और example है, in New York City when seat belts were announced in a free country. US is considered a free country.
Yeah.
People felt restrained. अब कोई seat belt ना पहने तो like, what are you doing? You will kill yourself.
I know.
ऐसा feel होता है. So it's like that. So yeah, any change we oppose, but then we get used to it. But thank you so much for sharing. I hope this video motivates others as well, that if they take this decision, obviously Bangalore will come with their challenges, but pros are also there. Awesome.
Definitely there's some cons, but this is not the end of the road. I'm pretty sure there's something exciting which could be coming up. That's one message I would like to convey.
Absolutely. Better is yet to come.
That's true.
Thank you.